But yeah, so obviously step one is you just like, I've wanted to do this for years, but we just kind of had to figure out what would make this different than a typical reality challenge show. Because one thing I think you might have noticed when you're watching is like, if you watch normal reality shows, like they do a lot of cutaways and takeaways. So like something will happen and they cut to someone like in a room, like, that they filmed after the show and get their thoughts on it, which I don't like. There's a lot of things that normal reality shows do that I didn't like. And so step one was like, how are we going to be different, right? Just like on YouTube, we didn't do what everyone else did. We formed our own lane. I wanted to figure that out. So, watched quite a few reality shows and just took notes on like, I don't like that they do this. I don't like that this, I don't like that. And then once we kind of figured out like what I think first principles wise would be an optimal reality show. Like, again, I don't care what other people do. What do we think a 21st century reality challenge show should look like? Once we kind of wrote those principles out, then, wrote the whole thing, rewrote the whole thing, which this wasn't me. I have a phenomenal team of people who do a lot of this, because obviously I'm also still grinding YouTube 25 days a month, filming and everything we already talked about. So I had to lean on like these just world-class people I have hired. And this
Did you hire anyone specific
for the Amazon? For this? Oh yeah. So we, one day on the Amazon show, like as it was leading up to before we were filming, I walked on set. There was over 1,000 people on set. Some of them building sets, other of them writing, some of them running cables for the camera. I mean, like it's like absurd. Like so, but yeah. So step one is you got to write it. Which I mean, we probably rewrote the show like at least 20 times. I mean, it's like because you don't really know what's possible, right? Like at one point I wanted to do this thing that we didn't end up doing, which is like, I wanted to go in a desert, and when we had 50 contestants, I wanted to get like 50 machine guns. So picture like 10 machine guns, and then below it, another row of 10 machine guns, another row of 10 machine guns, another row of 10 machine. So like 5 rows of 10 machine guns each. And then I wanted to put like a mannequin really far out in the desert. And then everyone has a different color bullet, and be like, all right, everyone shoot that mannequin, and get like this cool slow-mo shot with like a phantom camera of everyone just firing these like machine guns, like mounted ones at it. And it's like, okay, 25 of you hit the thing, then they stop. And then we like pull the bullets out of the mannequin. And then what I was going to do is have those 25 people go up top, and there's like a platform above the machine guns. And it was basically what we were going to do is give them a bag of, money. And then at any point in the next 7 days, they could drop that bag, they press the button, the 25 people at top, and the bag will fall.